First. Always first. You're always first in here, man. I love that. I love that, man. That's what's up. How's it going, guys? We're going to get ready to start Operation Rebirth. Yo, what's up? Hey, what's up, Jeremy? What's up, JC Bueno? Andrea, what's up? How's everybody feeling? You guys ready for this? I got some good stuff to drop on you guys tonight, man. Lauren, Nexus, what's up? Mo, what's up, brother? How's everybody doing? Everybody, share the feed real quick. Let's get some more people in here. I got some really fire stuff tonight. This is going to be the introduction to Rebirth and to give everyone an idea of what we're going to be going over for the rest of the week. I tried to get here earlier, but there was a tornado, and it kind of set me back. So I wanted to wait, and also it's starting to get late, so I'm going to get to you guys right now while I'm in my truck before I take off again, because it's already 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So I want to make sure that everybody gets some of this right now. This is going to be, this is a game changer for everybody, guys. Yeah, definitely. What's up, Ambition? All right, let's get this kicked off. Guys, this is really cool because, as you guys know, I know there's 3 other people on. I don't care. I'm my own entity, man. I don't care if they're on or not. If they want some real stuff, they'll come. I left everyone for you, man. That's what's up. JC had to beat the tornado. And tell the tornado to bring you here. I love you guys, man. Check this out. You guys all know how much that tornado passed. It went by. You guys know how I believe in the law of attraction and things happen for a reason, and that's why I kind of work off that every day. Well, I'm gonna show you guys another example right now. Check it out. Today I was closing up my shop. I was getting everything together, and earlier today, before I went over and finished closing up my shop, I was talking about doing Operation Rebirth. I wanted to show everyone how to destroy themselves and recreate themselves. So I was closing up my shop, and I actually found a file there from when I started my company. I wrote this back when I started my company, and it's crazy because I was gonna do the scope tonight. So instead of me just winging it and going off of what I was just gonna go off of tonight, I'm gonna read to you guys what I found today. Like, this is so awesome that I found this, because this is exactly what I did when I started, and this is something we can all implement now. So I'm gonna read this paragraph by paragraph. There's like 4 paragraphs, but this is what got me going, and I want to share this with you guys. Remember, I did this 3 years ago when I had $236 to my name, and I made $400,000 roll through my account last year. So I'm gonna share this with you guys, and I just put the header on there, you know, Operation Rebirth, and the intro to who we are and why we became who we are today. So check this out, guys. Tonight's just gonna be the intro tonight, so everyone knows what we're on, what we're trying to accomplish with this, and where I'm going with it. I'm gonna go paragraph by paragraph. I'll read a paragraph. We can go over it together, and I'll go over another paragraph. So this is it. This is what it's all about. I wrote this 3 years ago, almost to the date. We subconsciously, most likely, and unknowingly are all victims of being products of our environment. Yes, this could mean that you are in a good environment and you are well off mentally and you are aware of your mindset. But for the mass majority of us, this means that you're socially conditioned to become mainstream and going with whatever is popular at the time. This also means that your family, friends, and the people who you socialize with have created who you are today. You aren't your true self because you were too worried about what others would think of you if you made your own decisions. You want to fit in, but the reality is we were all born to stand out. Be the master of your own image rather than letting others define it for you. So basically what that is going off of is saying, you know, instead of us all being the creators that we're supposed to be and being our own original self, we let the people around us form and mold us into people that we aren't. That's not who we really are. You know, this is called social conditioning. The people around you, you want to make them happy, so you'll do whatever it takes to go over and make them all happy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's very important that you be yourself and you be authentic and be original. Now I'm gonna read the next one with you guys. The next paragraph. The world wants to assign me a role in life. Once I accept that role, I am doomed. My power is limited to the tiny amount of power I've been selected for. I am expected to keep that role and deliver that role at will. Now I'm here to make others happy and live their lives and not my own. I will need to design a new identity, one of my own making, one that has absolutely no boundaries assigned to it by an envious and resentful world. You are now responsible for your own creation. Your own identity will protect you from the world precisely because you no longer are a puppet to the surroundings that once created and controlled you. You are now free to move around and be the creator you were put in this earth to be. No box to think outside of, no imaginary lines, no rules, and definitely no other people to control your destiny. Now I've come to the realization that I can create myself. I can make my own life. I don't need anybody or anyone around me for me to rely on or depend on for my happiness. I need to make just like all of you, all of us. We all need to make ourselves happy. If we're not happy, if we're not running at 100%, how can we help anybody else? How can we go out there and help anybody else? You don't need God. Let's keep the religious stuff out of this. But we need to grow and be our own selves and have ownership in our own entity and our own lives and control it. We're not here to make everybody else happy. We're here to make ourselves happy. Along the journey, we will make so many people happy because we are authentic. We are ourselves. We are not controlled and we're not puppets being pulled by strings of other people. Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you everybody, there's 80 people in here right now. I guarantee you every one of you at one point was hanging out with friends at a family's house or just going out and hanging out with somebody and you're like, man, this is not me and I'm over here acting this way so all these people will accept me. And that's not what it's about. It's not about all of that. It's not about none of that. We are all here. We are all different. I say this all the time. We have our own fingerprints. We have our own DNA. We have our own mind that we are able to use and think of. And because we have that free will, we're given the free will to have our free thoughts, which means why would I want to accept what society puts on me as rules? Why would I want to accept from society what they say is cool and what is not cool? That's what society wants us to do. That's what we're taught. We're taught to live and grow off of what society brings to us. Don't let society foist things on you that way. It's not for you to be that way. It's not that way at all. So it's very important that we understand that we have our own power right between our ears. We have our own power to be and do whatever we want to do in life. It doesn't matter what it is. Yes, what I'm saying is exactly what I'm saying. You have to fix yourself first. You have to put yourself together before you can do anything. Here, listen to this. This will put it in perspective. How can you go out there and make good decisions if your core beliefs are messed up and you were taught all these core beliefs and these core beliefs are bad beliefs? These beliefs are not real. You're basing these beliefs. I'm going to get into that because it's in here. Let me read further so you guys have more understanding. I'm going to read this paragraph by paragraph so that way you guys understand what I'm talking about. Now, take this very seriously because the power you now have can be pure greatness or it can bury you indefinitely. By becoming in complete control, you now have to be able to make good decisions, which means you need to create a new foundation which has no fear and it has good core beliefs. Your core beliefs is what you base your decisions off of every day. For example, if your core belief on trust is, I don't trust my spouse and I never will. By believing that and repeating it over and over in your head, you are embedding that core belief so deep in your head you won't be able to change it. This is not healthy for a relationship. So if you have all these core beliefs and you instill these beliefs so far back, I'm just going to read the rest of it because the rest is about core beliefs. Core beliefs are subconsciously in our mind and stored there like a computer. We access it when we need to use it without thinking if that belief is correct or not. We are taught most of our core beliefs as children and we don't think anything of it because we think of it as a trusted source that taught us. But What state of mind and what caliber of person taught us that core belief? More than likely, it wasn't a good source, or at the time, because we were children, we were taught and told things to keep us quiet and to make us behave a certain way. So let me get a drink. Sorry, guys. So what I'm saying is, as growing up, we're taught all these core beliefs. We're taught all these things, you know, to keep us in a certain path, to socially condition us, to drive us to be like everybody else, to blend in with the masses. But we weren't put here on this earth to blend in with the masses. We were put here on this earth to be our own self, to do our own thing, to shine, to be the best version of ourselves, to be absolutely and utterly different than everybody else. There's no reason for us to be like everybody else. What kind of world would it be if we were all the same? Why would we want to live in a world where everybody did the same thing and everybody believed the same thing and everybody achieved the same goals? You have to post this somewhere. I'll put this on my YouTube. I'll talk to Taste Twist and I'll see if she'll capture this and put it on my YouTube. Yeah, that would be boring. If we all lived the same life, it would be boring. We're not here for that. How can somebody or something so great as us, as people, think of your vision, how you can visually comprehend things. Think of your hearing, how we can hear things and comprehend it. Think of how we can use our 5 senses to communicate and understand things. This is what I'm talking about, guys. We are greater than this. We are more than this. We are out here and made to thrive and be the creators that we are. And there's no point in blending in with everybody else. So I want to get to this because we're going to spend the next week and I'm going to teach everybody how to destroy that person we've become from society. I'm going to show people how to become the most thriving, best version of themselves that they can be. Because I know, dude, I had to stop at a gas station. I was thirsty, bro. I'm going to show everybody how to destroy that bland person that blends in with society. We were here to thrive. And not only that, but we were here to be able to thrive. We got to be able to make good decisions. How can we make good decisions if we're taught bad core beliefs? So I'm going to show everybody how to destroy that person. I'm going to show everybody how to destroy all these bad core beliefs. I'm going to show everybody how to build a solid and individual foundation to where each of us can be independent and each of us can be who we are supposed to be. Not what our family made us to be, not what our friends made us to be, not what the masses of the world made us to be ourselves, to be powerful and great, and to achieve big goals. You think that all these multimillionaires and Napoleon Hill and Andrew Carnegie and the CEO of Coca-Cola, the CEO of Starbucks, you think all them people are any different than us, than Steve Jobs is different than any of us? Steve Jobs will tell you. He will tell you we are no different. Nobody was any different than anybody else. We all bleed the same. We all have the same choices. We all have the same, what am I looking for? We all have the same choices. We can all achieve the same thing. If Steve Jobs can create Apple and thrive in Apple, so can the rest of us. We all have the same tools. We all have the same brain. We all have the same options. We all have the same resources, the same everything. It's all the same. There's no reason for any of us to be stressed out, depressed, hating life, not wanting to go to work on Mondays. None of that. Thoughts are things. Stop thinking negatively. You have greatness in you. Believe in yourself. That's right. Thoughts become things. Thoughts do become things. And because that is so important that we are taught from the foundation to be able to make good decisions, and those good decisions will create positive thoughts. If you think negatively, if you look at it this way, when your bills come in and you sit there and you dwell on those bills for 3 days and you're not out trying to figure out how to make money, but instead of taking that time to figure out how to make money to pay those bills, you've wasted 3 days trying to look at these bills and being depressed on them, when you could have spent 3 days being positive and figuring out a way to pay those bills so you don't have to worry about them, you're not stressed about them. You need to take those negative thoughts and destroy them. Move those negative thoughts out of your life and bring the positive ones in that will make you productive and produce results. That's what we're here to do. Everybody needs to stop crying and stop looking for breaks and stop going out here saying, when am I going to get lucky? You know, my luck is bad and blah, blah, blah. There's no such thing as luck. Luck does not exist. Your luck does not exist. You need to go out there and be yourself. You need to go out there and create your own luck. You need to go out there and thrive. You need to go out there and produce your own results. You need to go out there and take action. But you can't do any of these if your core beliefs, your foundation, and everything else is garbage. Because if it is, if you have a garbage foundation and garbage core beliefs and garbage decisions that you're making, you're going to get garbage results. You have to start from the beginning. That's where it all starts. Once you are clear, you clarify everything within you and you're able to make good decisions and move forward, that's when you're going to thrive. That's when things are going to happen. That's when you're going to be able to take action. That's when you're going to get your results. That's how it all works. You know, and you got to start with yourself. You got to get yourself running 100%. You got to get your thought process in the right order. You got to be able to learn how to program your mind to think positively all day and have resilience. You know, what you're going to do is you're going to go out there and you're going to come up with a passion, an obsession for something you love to do. And once you do, you're going to come up with a definite plan of how to do it. Once you get that, then you're going to have to work your butt off. You work your face off, like Caleb Maddox says. Once you work your face off, you got to have resilience so that way you can block off the negativity, and you have to have persistence. The persistence is what's going to get you through. So what I wanted to do was introduce to you guys how to destroy your old self, which society created for you, and how to rebuild yourself and make yourself who you're supposed to be, who God intended you to be, who you were supposed to be from the beginning, not what everybody made you out to be. Out with the old, in with the new, baby. Take control of your life. You control everything in your life. If you're having bad results all day, you can't blame nobody but yourself. You can try and blame anybody you want, but at the end of the day, you can only blame yourself, you guys. It's real talk. Who's got questions for me about what I'm talking about? Conformity is the downfall of mankind. There's nothing left of you. Why be like everybody else? Why do people still get lazy after this motivation? People get lazy after all this motivation because they don't have a good foundation, bro. That's where it starts. You got to be able to have that foundation to motivate yourself. I got so much motivation, I'll give it to you guys all day. I got to give it away. I got so much built in me, I need to give it to you guys. I need to. I got to give it away. It's what it is. No problem, Fred. Massive action. All right, guys. Thanks so much, man. If nobody's got any questions, I'm going to go ahead and kill this. And this is what it's about. I'm going to show everybody how to recreate themselves. This is the Operation Rebirth. Everybody's going to be new after this week. Watch. Stop it, Killer Smile. I love you guys. We can't be stopped. We won't be stopped. We're limitless, baby. The 1%ers. I'm out.